Jazzcast Pros.
What if I shared with you a way to be more motivated, learn faster, be more productive and focused, manage your weight, stabilize your mood, and feel overall healthier and happier? A method so easy you could do it with your eyes closed. Would you be interested? What is the answer to this riddle? A good night's sleep. Welcome to the Doze Podcast, the short and sweet of what you need to know to sleep your best. I'm your host, Kuczkowski, sleep enthusiast, sleep health educator, and your trusted sleep coach and guide to help you optimize your day so that you can take back your night. This is my first official episode, and I'm ready to jump right into the conversation to help you start sleeping better. But first, I think it's important that we lay some groundwork before we can even get into what may be compromising your sleep or your ability to sleep well or how to fix it. We have to create space for where you can both appreciate and embrace the importance of sleep. That starts with your understanding of what sleeping well means and what sleep in general means to you. Doing this will help you answer the question, why have your efforts to sleep well fallen short? For the short answer, Albert Einstein said it best. You cannot solve a problem with the same mind that created it. Today's conversation revolves around understanding your current mindset and how it's like setting a GPS destination. You need to know where you are before you can chart a course to where you want to be and the best way to get there. I believe that starts with acknowledging why sleep matters and how it benefits and supports us on a daily basis. So how does sleep help us level up? How does it help us unleash our full potential? First, it's instrumental in how we operate mentally. Sleep is the ultimate brain booster. So picture this. While you're sleeping, your brain is like a busy office, right? It's filing away memories, sorting through all the information you took in during the day, and tossing out the junk you don't need. What you get is a boost in your ability to learn, solve problems, and even get those creative juices flowing. Sleep's basically the super glue for your memories. Learn something new today? A good night's sleep helps you lock it in so you can pull it up easier down the line. Now, if you've set goals for yourself, sleep serves as your secret weapon. I'm talking sharper thinking and helping you make better decisions. Think of sleep as your personal performance enhancer. It helps you stay on your A game and keeps your mindset positive. Second, it supports us emotionally. You know, sleep isn't just good for the brain. It's the emotional armor for your well-being. Getting a good night's sleep and you're setting yourself up to handle stress better, to keep your moods in check, and generally be more resilient emotionally. It's vital for handling setbacks in the pursuit of our goals. When we're well rested, we're better equipped to manage stress and stay emotionally balanced, which is crucial when facing challenges in both our personal and our professional life. It also impacts our emotional state, because when we sleep well, we're more likely to approach a challenging situation with a clear mind and a calmer demeanor, making it easier to find solutions. It helps us physically. Sleep is essential for physical repair and maintenance. It supports emotional function, hormone regulation, and even weight management. During deep sleep, our body releases proteins that fight inflammation and infections. When we consistently get enough sleep, our immune system is better equipped to defend us against illnesses, so we are less likely to get sick and more likely to stay healthier. And lastly, it makes us better socially. Sleep impacts our mood and relationships. Adequate sleep enhances our ability to communicate more effectively and empathize with others. It helps reduce irritability and promotes a more positive outlook. It can be a real game changer in how we manage our personal and our professional relationships. And it helps us put our best foot forward. It helps us really step more into who we want to be and how we want to show up in the world. By prioritizing your sleep, you're actively investing in leveling up every aspect of your life. It's clear that sleep is not just a daily necessity. It's a powerful tool for personal growth and well-being. So then how do you cultivate the right mindset to help improve your sleep? First, by taking a moment to create space. I want to engage you in a mental exercise in self-awareness. Really taking some time to sit and reflect on your beliefs, thoughts, and attitudes about sleep. Taking space to identify any negative or limiting patterns that may exist. In sitting with this awareness, it sets us up with a foundation to build a mindset to support sleep in a more positive way. We all have a relationship with sleep, whether we've acknowledged it or not. And it's often shaped by our childhood experiences and cultural beliefs. First, ask yourself, was sleep a priority when you were growing up? What value did it hold? Was it used as punishment when you misbehave, or was it viewed as a reward for a day well spent? Did you have a bedtime? Was it emphasized how much sleep you needed for your age? Most people don't realize that sleep needs change with age, and the younger you are, the more you need it. But of course, as adults, we need it to be our best. We are consumed in a culture that even today, despite everything we know, emphasizes that we operate on little sleep. But we know that sleep is important. It holds value. It's not just a biological need. It's a relationship we have to nurture. From societal glorification of hustle culture to one-size-fits-all advice, we're surrounded by mixed messages. So it's crucial to identify your unique needs and challenges so that you can understand what the right solution for you might be. Second, I want you to assess your emotional reaction to sleep. Take pause for a moment and pay attention to how the word sleep makes you feel. Anxious? Relieved? These emotional cues are signs of your current relationship with it and indicators of areas you may need to improve. So let's put it into perspective, how your relationship may look. I want you to humor me for a moment, and I want you to just reflect. Let's think of perhaps a place that you've worked that you didn't necessarily enjoy working at, and working with people whose personalities didn't necessarily match up with yours. Now imagine that you're driving into work. You're thinking about possible scenarios, confrontations, and before you know it, you're holding your breath. You're clenching your jaw and you're gripping the steering wheel, and suddenly you find yourself feeling tense. That's because our thoughts have the power to alter our physical state. Negative thoughts about sleep can make you feel anxious, creating a self-fulfilling prophecy where anxiety about not sleeping well actually causes sleeplessness. For instance, when we're thinking about going to bed and dreading it, you're telling yourself that you won't be able to fall asleep, so you decide to maybe engage in behaviors that force you to go to bed later. Or you get into bed and you're already telling yourself you'll be lucky to get 3 hours, so you start letting your thoughts kind of flow and ruminate and head into a negative place. Maybe you start playing the, if I fall asleep right now, I'll have 4 hours and 47 minutes, 46, 45, and so on. You create a thought pattern that equates your bedroom with restlessness, not sleeping. You equate going to sleep with a negative experience that does not come naturally to you. You mentally create barriers to achieving the sleep that you need to function. Once you recognize these thought patterns, you want to set a clear intention for the changes you want to make. You need to define what kind of mindset you want to cultivate and the specific changes you'd like to make. Acknowledge what words come to mind. What does sleep currently mean to you? And then be intentional with what you want it to mean to you. Set positive sleep-related goals that contribute to a mindset that reinforces the idea that sleep is a vital part of our overall well-being. You want to consider the areas of your sleep where you'd like to see improvement. What thought patterns and behaviors will create the mindset to support your desired outcome? And you have to practice thinking about all the ways sleep can support your goals, which leads us to allowing yourself the space to let go of what no longer serves you. It isn't about what you've tried or what hasn't worked. To create a cultural shift in the way sleep is viewed, we all have to collectively change the conversation and the value placed on it so that we can create practices that support it. This is a process that comes by taking it one day at a time. We've convinced ourselves that if we have a setback, that we might as well just give up. And instead of seeing it for what it is and starting again, right? There's no such thing as perfect sleep. The difference between you and I is that I can actively take the time, or I do take the time to actively engage in habits that I know will promote it. But when I have a setback, I identify and I correct. Sleep problems persist because there's always going to be something coming our way. There's always going to be something in life that can disrupt it. Life is a series of transitions. Each can cause a ripple on our habits and our patterns, but we have to learn to autocorrect so that we stay on the course. We have to be able to make adjustments when needed to hit reset so that we're able to take control, right? We feel often that we have no control, but we absolutely do. Shifting your mindset takes practice. You need to continuously reinforce positive beliefs and attitudes for what you want to cultivate. We want to start and end the day with affirmations that align with that desired mindset. Practicing gratitude to focus on the positive aspects of our life. And regularly engage in activities that promote the results that you want. We need to create a daily framework that supports our nights. We need to self-assess. We need to recognize, we need to shift, and we need to adopt a new way of thinking about sleep. It's fundamental to improving it. So what are the tools and tips of the day? How do we create this shift? How do you get out of your own way? First, start by sitting with and taking a long, hard look at how you feel about sleep. What are the things you tell yourself? Are they true? And does it align with what you truly want? Do you need help with this? Go to thedoze.co and take our free quiz to learn where you stand and how you can learn to reshape thoughts about sleep. After, you'll have the opportunity to download our free worksheet on creating your own sleep affirmations and working towards embracing more positive thoughts and beliefs about sleep. Feel like you need even more support? Get your sleep affirmation worksheet started for you. Grab a list of our affirmations to incorporate into your daily routine to start cultivating a more positive relationship with sleep. If you want results, you need to take action. And that starts by hitting reset on your thought patterns. And last, if you are really ready to get to work, I have a last task for you. And we're going old school. I want you to take pen to paper. Studies show that writing things down help us to remember and focus on them better. So for the next week, I want you to grab a notebook and I want you to write down and focus on how you feel when you wake up, throughout the day, and when you go to sleep. I want you to list what's happening at the time. What were you thinking? What were you doing? How can you reframe your thoughts and practices into place that support the mindset that you want? You first have to create mental space so that you can be ready to build the right framework to support it. That starts by recognizing triggers, reframing your thoughts and habits. We do a number of things throughout the day that drain our energy and that do not support a healthy sleep pattern. We take our power back by becoming self-aware and recognizing what we need to do to pivot and prioritizing our needs in the moment. It's the little moments that create the bigger picture. Thank you for listening. I'm back every Wednesday with a new episode, ready to share my knowledge and empower you to take control of your sleep. If you've enjoyed what you heard, please subscribe to the Doze Podcast. I still have lots to share with you as we work together towards creating solutions around your unique sleep challenges and needs. Until then, remember, you are pure potential if you change how well you sleep.